Now, recently I saw Sneeko get cooked by this dude named Nick Matau, and people think he's like a Jewish person. He's not. I think the dude is like Mexican and Italian. He's from Cali or something. I don't know. I just saw him clips on Twitter. I never thought I'd see the day when Ak gets into a debate like he just did with Sneeko and then cooks Sneeko on a lot of the accords of the debate. Like I had no idea. I didn't see this coming in 2026. This wasn't in my playbook.
So last week we had a conversation in regards to the whole Nick Fuentes on Chud the Builder, and apparently somehow he had a more sensible take than Sneeko and many other people.
Praying that Chud has at least one wingman on his jury and no grow eyebers. Free Chud.
I say send him to jail. I don't think what he did was defensive.
Really?
But what, like, here I am with my live stream where I provoke confrontations. I hope I don't have to kill anybody today. Like,
but then Myron decided to get online and show his ass.
It's hard of blacks. They can't even take accountability. Imagine a world where saying, hey, you gonna chimp out is fighting words that justifies getting punched. What?
Myron, I'm gonna tell you what world that is. The world is every time I've watched Sneeko, he's like, everybody hold hands, let's come together, let's pray to Allah, this and third. And then I looked over, they put his face on a bomb, okay? So in the real world, I haven't seen Sneeko do nothing to nobody, but they'll put his face on a bomb and drop it on a city. When you have words, even if it's not violent, other people meet those words. If they feel what you're saying is violent or disrespectful or offensive, they meet that with violence.
All right, so they're mentioning the fact that Israel put Sneeko and Myron and many other people's names on bombs and
I remember that. I remember that happening.
Filmed it and then dropped it in Gaza, okay?
It's offensive to them. And in their response to that offense is not by saying, you know what, we're mature. They're saying, put his name on a bomb and let's go kill some people. That's true, right?
Ak, they put my name on a bomb too.
They think the same about you. That's what I'm saying. People just think that people are, and they should not be able to do anything when they're offended. But when you offend people, your name is on a bomb.
Self-defense case.
Are y'all really blanking out? Are y'all serious? All right, you know what? I'm gonna blank out the word Jew, Israel too. Y'all niggas are so scared. Here's the thing about this, right? Here's the thing. I have seen everybody and their mom. Like, it's popular to just stomp on like Jews, Israel, whatever, right? If you do it about, you know, say a whole bunch of stuff about Muslims or Islam or anything over in the Middle East, people will come for you. They'll threaten your family, try to kill you and all that, run up on you. Oh, what you saying? All that stuff. I heard all that stuff, right? I guess the whole thing with that is they're going to mess with do some diabolical things to your life to affect your revenue, affect your YouTube, or just affect things behind the scenes. Ooh. Rather than just like straight up physical harm, someone coming and chopping your mom's throat up because you said something on the internet, right? I see more people talking about that. I don't know why y'all are scared to say Jewish people or Israel. Y'all are that scared? I mean, I don't know. Maybe some real stuff really does happen, but I'm going to just say this example right here. The South Park episode. There's the Jewish character on there. I think maybe one of the people that runs the show is like Jewish people or whatever. I don't know. They say jokes about them all the time. All the time. They had a whole episode making fun of Jewish people. They do it all the time. They made one episode making fun of Islam. They got threats from terrorist organizations, all that. Fam, they had to remove the episode, re-edit it, and put it back out. Oh, y'all said, like, who are y'all more afraid of? Y'all gotta get this, man. Come on, man. Y'all niggas can't. Y'all gotta get this shit together, man.
To a geopolitical quagmire in the Middle East?
It doesn't start off as a self-defense case.
Throw Palestine to this?
Whether it's this guy or Sneeko, one thing that they always do is that they don't understand the point the other person's making. So they're like, are you comparing a black person to God? Well, they don't get the point, and then they act like the other person's so stupid. Look at his face.
Don't like. It's offensive to them. Put his name on a bond and let's go kill some people. That's true.
Let me get this straight.
Right, now let's see if he gets the point. What's he going to say?
Are you comparing a self-defense case?
Oh, my God. Myron, come on, bro.
Palestine to this?
Sneeko is a irrelevant commentator. Why are they putting his name on a bomb? Just like how is an irrelevant streamer. But you know why? Their rhetoric matters that much to the offended people that your name is on a bomb. This guy's rhetoric matters that much. That's why you're getting punched in the mouth.
Shout out to the red pill dudes for making Akademiks seem like a fucking genius. And like these are basic one-to-one comparisons.
But the point is this: if you picked any group of people that have any self-pride and you pick on them and you target them with racial epithets, if you target them with slurs and you try to offend and oppress them, especially using language, at some point they're gonna slap you in your face, punch in your mouth, or put a bullet in your forehead. Ask Charlie Kirk.
Again.
Damn.
Think about this.
And here's the crazy thing about the whole damn Ack is whooping y'all niggas asses. Here's the crazy thing about the Charlie Kirk thing, right? As far as debates and stuff, they say his rhetoric and all that stuff, and agree. Of course, I didn't agree with everything he was saying, but it wasn't that. You know who's crazier? Chud the Builder, Myron Gaines, Hassan Piker, Nick Fuentes. They are Charlie Kirk times 50, times 100. Andrew Tate is 1,000 times worse the shit that comes out of his mouth. And he's half black, half white. His dad is black. You wouldn't know unless people actually said it because he looks straight up like pure white. But at the same time, way worse. And y'all talking about this, oh, Charlie Kirk said this about some black women or something like that. You got Chud walking around saying the N-word profusely with no remorse to people's face in the street and threatening to kill people on the spot, black people. Are you serious? Who's worse? Come on now.
Think about this.
Good Lord.
And yeah, it's crazy that you're gonna anywhere that you go, you're gonna disrespect people. They're gonna fight you. That's anywhere. You go to any white. I go right here. I go on Saint Laurent here during F1. If I disrespect the Scuderia, I'm gonna get whooped. If I go in any hoods here from different people that are not black, if I disrespect them, I'm gonna get fucked. Not in a good way.
Is there a good way to get fucked?
No lube with a little, yeah, with no condoms. That's end of that.
Side note, not an advertisement, not paid to say this, but Skims are the best condoms. Skims.
Yo, she want that.
Not Skims, Skins. SKYNs.
Noli stuff, I got you. Know what I mean? Cream filling, baby.
And the cream is thick. You go to fucking Thailand, you disrespect them, they're gonna fuck you up. You do the same thing in Korea, Johnny Somali, you're gonna go.
Preach.
So everywhere you go in the world, you disrespect them, something is gonna happen to you potentially.
If people said
Defending
certain
yourself
things about-
in a fight is not the same as a 100+ year
It's not
war.
the thing. It's the offense. It's the offense because Sneako's never fought.
Look at the face he makes. Take a second, try to understand. Like he looks stupid right now, but it's because he's just not even listening. And the debate with Sneako, Pre said like he was moving the goalposts a lot, and it's true.
He was
like, I would make a point, and then he would go back to the same talking point, which was like black on black violence or whatever it is. It's like, no, you're not staying on the point. You're not actually understanding what I'm saying.
No, but wait, he just said that black on black violence. It's always trying to move it.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. It does exist.
Yeah.
It does exist because this and that. Yeah, but it's the most celebrated. We're not talking about celebration.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck.
But what you can do is you can go back and watch Myron Gaines clips when he talks to women, when he talks about these subjects and goes into debates and goes into his rants about all the racial stuff he slurs. Hey, you don't like black people, white people, whatever. Well, you really don't hear him say that much that he doesn't like white people. Has he said that before? Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, he even talks about his own people. He's Sudanese, right? Or half Sudanese or Sudanese, and look what's happening to them. He doesn't talk about that situation at all. Crazy as hell. But look at the comparisons he makes in his other debates against other people. They're more ridiculous than what he's trying to say that Ack is making comparison about.
This dude,
and I feel like for a lot of these guys who engage in politics like very lightly and like very peripherally, they do so with very little knowledge, so they just always revert back to the same talking points. You're comparing things that are not comparable. It's not a lot. That's not the point.
Ack doesn't touch politics like that at all. That's not even his forte at all.
You didn't even really understand. You couldn't even deconstruct what he said because you don't get it. But then you also have the audacity to look at it. You're so stupid. Are you trying to pretend like you could? Oh.
I guarantee even hear people in Sudan. If the disrespect either from neighboring countries or whoever they've, been into it with.
Yo, forget neighboring countries. In the country. Africa is one of the most tribal places. There's different ethnicities, multiple within the same country.
Some motherfucker got issues with the people in the same family.
Yeah. So
disrespect is disrespect.
That's it. That's why all these guys, I feel like they don't recognize it, and I think it's purposeful. They have an extreme bias against black folks. They do. And they'll make these claims, oh, only black. No, everyone is like this. Why are you pretending like there's these unicorn people? Chud did this to how many people? One person goes wild on him. How is that? So everyone who showed self-restraint and walked away or didn't do nothing while this man was up in their face with a camera doing all that shit, they're an issue. Are we going to say Koreans are violent? Because they didn't wait that long. He didn't have to do that many interactions in Korea before Johnny Somali was getting fucked up everywhere. You know what they did? They put a bounty on Johnny Somali's head.
I remember that. Didn't the Yakuza put a bounty on his head too? I think. Was that a different situation or a different person? Because I could have swore it was the Yakuza or Yakuza associates that kind of confronted him. And I think that's on tape. Was that Johnny Somali? Somebody go look back for me.
And they paid the bail money for the person who fucked them up. In fact, anybody who would get the
and I think that was like that was an army guy, right? Or was he like a vet maybe or something like that? But I don't know. He got football tackled like a motherfucker.
They treat him like it was a Pokemon or some shit. And then they want to say, oh, black people this, black people that. It's like, what are you talking about? Go try to do that in almost any country. And I promise you, they won't get through half the interactions that Chud got through. But y'all want to sit there and pretend like black folks are like intolerant of everything. And they'll use stupid examples. What does Sneeko say?
The black community could maybe learn from the Jewish community and say, instead of living in a victim mentality, how can we find a way to empower?
And I'm like, nigga, didn't you?
Okay.
You not get canceled by them because you said some shit? Don't you guys always say that they use their influence when you guys say things that are out of pocket? But black people are intolerant of everything.
I mean, I don't learn from them.
The Jews, I pretty much won't have to worry about anything. They're not going to come up and punch me. They're exercising self-restraint because they're adults. So your argument is basically, hey, bro.
I cannot believe I'm hearing this shit come out of his mouth.
Just don't say because they don't have self-control and they're going to punch you in the face. That's basically what you're trying to say. Talking about haram this, haram that.
Let me tell you, Jews ain't gonna do nothing to you. Not physically. They'll be like, oh, they'll freeze my bank account or something like that. That's what people are scared of. Like I said earlier, some diabolical stuff in the background. You come outside, you try to get some gas and your car not working. Oh, my YouTube channel is demonetized or something like that, or I'm just not getting that many views. Weird stuff behind the scenes. I'm censored. Oh my God, my TikTok live got taken down. That's the only shit y'all crying about.
You're account for that. Mortad, all these other bitch ass shit that if they had told me this shit in person, I'll fucking punch them. I'll fucking punch them. To my face, I'll fucking knock you out.
Oh my God, look at you.
Extremely disrespectful shit.
Disrespect.
They would never fucking say to me in person.
Oh, wow.
Why?
There would be a warrant to knock them out.
Why are you? So you understand this guy has a whole tracker. You can make an hour-long compilation of this dude wanting to fight people over words every day. Okay? Want to fight people over words and then backing out afterwards when the fucking person shows up.
And it's crazy because he didn't used to be like that. He wants to fight people over words now, but back then, like maybe a year or two ago, or maybe even a year and a half ago, or maybe even 8 months ago, you can find clips of Myers. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to wait for them to attack me and then shoot him and kill him. On some Chud the Builder stuff. Because remember, it was a situation where he was in, I don't want to say it was like was it a Starbucks? But it might have been a Starbucks, but I'll just say it was a coffee shop. And he had a situation where somebody ran up on him in a coffee shop and he pulled out, he had his gun on him.
He's the same dude that got offended because we called him out and then wanted to fight me. That's the same dude. Oh, there's black people are violent. Yeah, you too, nigga.
And then he's going to do this weird thing because he hates black people so much, he's going to pretend like he got amnesia and not remember his own behavior. Like, Myron will often talk about how ghetto and everything is. But I'm like, nigga, you the most ghetto person I know. You be out here with ratchet hood chicks every night, yelling at them and arguing and then kicking them off shows like it's Jerry Springer. You are the definition of ghetto. You'll be over here saying, oh, what'd you say about me? I'll shoot you. I'll kill you. Like, you'll talk down about these rappers, but bro, I feel like you might have more violent rhetoric than any of them combined. There's hours of footage you online talking about how you would shoot this person, kill this person. Yo, what did he say about me? He said he's gonna sodomize me or some shit like that. It's like, what?
Yeah.
You know I'll demolish you. You know I'll f you up. You know it. I'll make you the fucking sodomite that you really are, you fucking pussy.
And not realizing that if you sodomize someone, that makes you a sodomite.
I like you.
But that's just, hey, whatever. That's just.
You can say whatever about me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, how about you got baby mamas? At least the women I've been with said I fucked them.
Man, Did not sound convincing at all. Not saying that it has to sound convincing. I'm just like the whole thing.
And how do we get to a point where someone like Nick Fuentes, white supremacist, will come out and say,
Maybe here they were minding their business until this guy started screaming a slur that is offensive.
I've never heard. I've never thought I would hear that out his mouth, ever. I would thought here's Nick Fuentes defending people going against Chud the Builder. Is he turning over a new leaf? Now, is this new leaf enough for him to erase things he said in the past? I don't fucking know. Nick Fuentes is racist as hell.
You have a lot of people who are pro-white, and it's all about racial pride.
You are too, nigga.
And it's all about beating their chest. But then there's this double standard where it seems that white people want to go out in some cases and offend the sensibilities of other people. They feel emboldened, for example, to use harmful stereotypes about other people, say racial slurs about other people, be provocative towards other people, and that's fine. That's free speech. That's funny. Hey, man, can't you take a joke? Hey, man, it's just a word. But then when the roles are reversed, if somebody says something anti-white, it's those same white people that puff up their chest and say, how dare you? You would never say that about a minority, this, that, and the other. How much abuse?
How is he offering up a better defense as a white supremacist than these two goobers on this topic? And they are being goobers on this topic, right? They're pretending they're doing this whole thing like we should be stoic or whatever it is, but no. Because what they do is they'll do the stoic thing and then they'll hide it behind this veneer of like, well, black people are the only ones. So the stoicism is just a vehicle to push the racist rhetoric, which is that black people are singular. When we show them the evidence of all the other groups who would do the exact same thing, they deny it at every chance. They even deny the own examples that they gave when it comes to the Jews. Go ahead.
That's why you try to debate with them, and I'm like, ugh, you're not even playing the same game. You're gonna play soccer, dude's gonna try to move the post. It's not a goal, it's not a goal. The goal is now there. Like, I can't play with you. I can't fucking discuss with you. It's disingenuous, it's not real. It's not, that's why I'm not interested in even talking to these people, because it's not real. They're not even having a real conversation. They're not even honest with themselves. Same thing with fucking Stevie Knight. Guys too dumb to understand shit.
Didn't have his school lunches.
Same thing. They don't want to have the conversation or exchange idea. They want to try to make the other one look stupid or prove themselves wrong. And when they don't have arguments, they move the goalpost and just try to, I can't believe you're, shut up. That's not what we were saying. And that's not even the conversation. That's why I hate.
I don't really have too much to say about Steve Knight or Knight. What's his dude? Knight. I don't. Is it Night Talk or? I don't know his real name. Stevie Knight, I think that's what he goes by. I don't really watch his content like that. I can't say I don't like the guy. I don't know him at all personally or anything. I just saw clips like a while back, like a couple years ago when, everybody was doing the whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar thing. And I just seen videos of him just over and over. Clips kept popping up of just complaining about Drake over. And that turned me off. I'm like, maybe later I'll go check out some of his content. But I can't, somebody that's going that hard about Drake, hey, Drake. I had to, something about him rushing home from school to, like, he dropped his son off at school and he drove home to talk about Drake. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I said, man, get your ass up out of here. Like, put it like me, originally I'm from Oakland. I fuck with Kendrick, I fuck with Drake. This is a tangent. Drake-Kendrick beef happened. I didn't really give two shits about it. I mean, I like Drake songs. I like some Kendrick songs. Kendrick's disses was cool. Drake's disses were cool. They sounded sonically better and better mixed. Kendrick just had a lot more bars for him. But ultimately, I think even, some of Drake's disses, if you take some pieces of those songs, they have some replay value. And so, okay, cool. No matter who you think won or whatever, I didn't think it was that big of a deal to make a video just ranting on and on and on and on and on and on and on about Drake. Like, you literally ran into this nigga in the coffee shop. In the coffee shop. Like, mine ran into the one nigga and one of y'all niggas had a pistol on you. That just kind of turned me off. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll give him a chance later on.
Saying with these people,
yeah.
Or even debating with
Why
people.
do you think I do it? Why do you think I do it?
I know you do it, why you do it. What? I know why you do it, and you explain it to me, and it makes sense. I'm telling you why I don't want to do it.
Why do I do it?
You do it because you want to show these people that are watching, he's stupid. See, people? See how stupid it is? He's stupid, and
I could care less.
That's what it is. But I don't even want to engage in that.
Okay.
Because it's going to piss me off. You see how I get when I talk to them? Yo, I felt like punching Sneeko off. Like, I'm like, ooh, That's why you miss a tooth, because you're obnoxious even when you debate. You're not genuine with your debate. You're always moving that. So it's like, it's fine. I don't need to do that. I don't need that kind of energy. I don't need that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, you know what? It's irrelevant to me. And it's
I forgot Snicko got punched.
cool that you
I forgot
do it.
about that. I
Congratulations.
forgot about that whole situation.
You have the power to do it and then talk to these people. I don't. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, so people always ask me that, like, oh, you're trying to change the mind. Like, what's the point if the person on the other end doesn't change their mind? You never, in my opinion, have a debate for the other person across from you. I think it's always about who's watching. And that's it. And at the end of the day, when these ideas are discussed, people are like, well, there's no point. Like, I disagree completely. I've seen people's careers be ruined by a debate when they're trying to overly defend bad ideas in a very disingenuous way. And I've seen people's minds also be moved. I've seen the audience minds be moved. And I'll say this, and like, listen, Sneako claims it was because I made my video public. When we put out our debate, Sneako had already posted the debate himself, okay? And then we put our version up, but then he immediately took his down, or shortly afterwards. And I'd actually had time to actually go open up because I wanted to see his version of it. And this is what it looked like at the time. This is his comment section, not ours. Labeling as a 2v1 doesn't distract from the fact that you got cooked again. Sneako really starts looking like a contrarian man angles, calls out white nationalists for being racist, and then calls out blacks for saying racism exists. He just likes to argue. And this is his audience, not mine. Bringing up the Jews to prove your point about moving forward was a mistake. The Jews are the very people that use their past to justify their current actions. I'm a big fan of Sneako, but these two men won the debate hands down.
That's why you took it down, you think?
I think so. You want to know why I think that? And like, I'll say it to Sneako as well. Is just, honestly, the other debates that we had, you kept them up. So this one coming down, I think is a bit sus when it's the one that you don't look that great in, but it's okay.
Just leave it up. Everybody has stuff up that they don't look that great in. If I get into a debate and go live with somebody and get in a debate and I lose like really, 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 really bad, keep the debate up. Keep it up. Even Destiny and people, they have things that are up on the internet forever that they have up themselves on their own platforms, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Discord, whatever. You know, Rumble, Kick, whatever the hell they stream on. Everything's out there, man. Don't be scared to have stuff. Like, it's just, like he said, it's going to look sus if you take it down. Learn from this shit. Leave it up. Look at the comments. People are going to say, oh, you're not going to have perfect W's all across the internet. You're not going to have perfect W's at all.
Maybe it is an editor thing.
Like, you can leave that debate up. If the thing that should motivate you, not even motivate you, that's crazy, because from what I'm about to say, you getting punched in the face. Literally, you getting tooth knocked out, then coming back and put. If that can happen to you online, you don't have a problem with people having that video up or whatever. I don't know if he had some copyright strikes or whatever the hell, somebody reacted to it on YouTube or something, or you got it taken down. No, that's out there forever. If that's up, that should thicken your skin up to have anything up, especially like a debate where you just lost over some words because you might have said some shit that deemed dumb.
Maybe I'm wrong. Personally, that's what I thought. Mario, he'll say he's a free speech absolutist. You know what I mean? Say whatever you want to say. And then you go check his video. He got so much backlash from his audience. This nigga done turned off the comments. Mr. Free Speech Absolutist.
You stupid bitch.
Turned off the comments.
Yeah, free speech a little bit too much, huh?
Getting cooked by Akademiks is a new low. I didn't even know he was in the kitchen like that.
To be fair, I will say Akademiks did present his points in a good way.
Yeah, he did. He did.
If you punch somebody for saying a word just because you're a black, that actually looks bad on the black race. Because I'll tell you this, if I went to a Jewish neighborhood and started throwing Roman salutes and saying, fuck the Jews,
they're not going to do anything.
I pretty much won't have to worry about anything. They're not going to come up and punch me because...
Try it.
Like, what is this disingenuous?
There is a clip of some Hebrew Israelites, right? They don't like nobody. And these are a group of dudes in DC. And this would have probably been bad, but niggas in the comments were saying a bunch of stuff, right? This is a group of dudes in DC in this clip that I saw, and there's some Hebrew Israelites on the street. And they don't like nobody. They don't like Christians, Muslim, Jews, Native American, anything. They're the real Jews. They're, all that stuff, right? Or is that I'm not even about to butcher the whole thing, right? Okay, cool. I'm cool. I'm actually cool with some people I didn't know were Hebrew Israelites, but they don't present that all in the front of your face. They just like regular people. Hey, let's go get a beer. Let's go get a burger, whatever. Okay, cool. They were doing their thing. They had like a rug out on or something. It was like some rug or something like that. They looked like they had. And they had all the books on the ground. They had the Bible. They had the Qurans, they had the Torah, all that stuff was on the ground. Everything about all religions, all Abrahamic religions, all that. They had them all on the ground. I guess this Arab dude walks up He looked like he was in his maybe his mid-20s or early 20s. Came up raging, don't disrespect my book, the Quran, He threatened all this other stuff, and then they met him with the same energy. They was like, nigga, what you gonna do? What's up with it? You gonna come back? We gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do, nigga. What's up? It looked like just like an Arab kid arguing with a bunch of black dudes. That looked crazy, right? Yeah, that's a whole nother word. Y'all don't start that. And then all of a sudden, he said, I'm about to go back to the car and get something. Like he was going to shoot. Imagine what kind of war that would have erupted in America. You can go find the clip right now. I'm not going to put it in here. I might. I'm not going to put it in here. Well, actually, I might do a separate video for that. Now, the thing is, this is not me hating on anybody or hating on anybody of any certain religion. I'm just saying, this is literally what happens in live, broad daylight. He said, I'm going to get something. He said he's referring to you with, allegedly a firearm, referring to some shit, saying he going to come back. Imagine an Arab dude going to, or whatever he was. He might have been some type of Spanish or something. I'm assuming things, right? Not good to assume. But imagine a dude that ain't black going to his car, coming back and shooting up a bunch of Hebrew Israelites, but they happen to be black dudes. In America, that's going to get framed. An Arab Muslim guy shot a bunch of black people in D.C. And they go, oh, they were Hebrew Israelites. They were disrespecting the Quran, blah, blah, blah. That's it. They had the Quran and they were disrespecting. Because you hear stories about people burning the Quran and people taunting people. You ain't going to do nothing. People getting chased around with not. Imagine in America, that story was headline news. They would dismiss the whole Hebrew Israelite and them dissing their religion and all that. They would just go, black people shot dead, a group of them, by Arab Muslim guy. That will erupt a whole can of worms. Y'all do not. That shit would look crazy. And y'all complain about YNs out here and niggas shooting up everything. Every mosque in America would be on lockdown. Every gang, every whatever. That wouldn't have been good. And that's an example of what Myron Gaines was saying. That's what I was trying to say earlier. He goes in the Jewish neighborhood. He starts throwing up all these salutes, all saying all this stuff. They not going to do nothing to him. You can't go in any Muslim establishment, neighborhood, whatever, and diss they shit. They going to come up and stab you and try to fuck your shit up. That's what I was trying to say.
It's weird shit.
100%.
You guys have been saying how much control they have over all media. Go to that neighborhood. See how fast you get arrested. See how fast they come after you. Go try to do that when there's synagogues or whatever it is, or in front of one of their buildings. See how fast they all combine together to get you the fuck up out of there. Faster than any black group would ever do that. So you bugging. All of a sudden, just to make their racist points, they will literally deny everything they've been talking to up to this point. Like, these guys have talked about Jews nonstop for years now. And all of a sudden they about face because they hate black people more than anything. And they're going to go, the Jews would never do the shit that you've been saying they would do.
Pop with the glasses and that.
The Jews just like to kill people. They just like, oh, they're warmongering, they're bloodthirsty, they're baby killers, they do all this, Jews are just killers, they're barbaric. P just said he goes in a neighborhood and starts dissing the shit out of them. They're not gonna do nothing. I know they're not gonna do nothing. They're Jewish. Are you referring to Israelis in Israel, or you're referring to just IDF soldiers themselves?
And the long trench coat and the hat will fuck you up.
How about this? Jews got their own police in some of the neighborhoods.
Yeah,
they got Muslim police here too, I think too.
Not here.
At the end of the day, I think this is very disingenuous how they're engaging this topic.
I've seen whole Islamic police cars here. I think in New York they have it, right? They got them here too. Muslims, they got that here.
And that's why their own audiences are cooking them on this, and they look stupid. Nobody's gonna accept it. I don't care what nobody says. There's no one on this planet whose words are just words. Okay, then you walk around with your kid and have some random person yell slurs at them, and you don't feel a type of way. Bet you anything you will. Bet you anything you won't. Well, I thought words were just words. Teach your kid that. We know words are not just words. We know at some point they can influence you. Now, we ideally want to push people to get to that place. But don't make it this unrealistic expectation where everyone else does it, but black people don't. That's fake. That's fraudulent.
You're asking a fraud dude not to be fraud?
Good?
Tony the Tiger?